See if it works. Hello, Kevin. We're trying to get our Streamlabs stuff working. I wonder if the anti-goblin spray is holy water. Okay. Is it back? Alright, you guys let me know if it's... Well, it looks like the bitrate's not good.
Yeah, it'll take a second to level out, so refresh the page.
Alright. It's back for Frost, it said. It's back for me, Lou. Question is, though, is it lagging and is it buffering? So
yeah, you see we got a gray line. It's testing the stability right now.
Okay. Hey, Teresa. Welcome in.
So if the line doesn't turn red, that's good. If it turns green, that's better.
Okay. Guess we'll see you. Sorry, guys. I know it's frustrating. It's frustrating for us, too. Okay. Okay, that's totally fine, Bear.
What did Bear say?
He needs to restart his laptop, so he'll be back to Twitch as soon as he can.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Okay. It looks okay.
Go to YouTube real quick. You're gonna need to go back. And then you're gonna need to refresh that page before you click on anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alright, so now click on it. This one should give you, once it connects, it should give you a little bit.
Okay.
Alright, it's looking green across the board.
Right.
Well, click down there in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
To see what that's saying. 5 minutes ago, 7 minutes ago. Okay, so that's not recent.
Okay.
All right. Well, it seems like the
It might be working.
the culprit,
We're gonna jinx it.
culprit was Facebook.
Oh.
They lowered their bitrate limit.
Oh, okay.
And so it was causing instability across all of Streamlabs.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Never lose faith, yeah. Okay. Maybe we can continue finally. I hope. Alright, thank you. Thank you, Bear. We'll see you back on Twitch in a few minutes. Alright. A long time later I came to Seven Waters. It was past Mainfrowra, and there was a misty stillness in the air. There had been many days on the road, too many to count. Our party had split in two, leaving one cart at a camp not far inland from the cross with most of the folk. Without the old people and the children, we moved more quickly, stopping only at night. Dan drove the cart, Peg sat beside him, and Royson kept me company. For all their kindness, my thoughts were on the task ahead of me. Beyond that, I could see nothing. I told myself sternly to forget Derek. What was past was past. I tried very hard not to think about Father. We camped a night or two at a place called Glencarna, where there was a great house and many armed men in green tunics going about their business with grim purpose. Already there, I saw more trees than ever before, all kinds, tall pines dark-caped in the fine needles, and lesser forms, hazel and elder, already drifting into winter's sleep. But that was nothing to the forest. As we moved along a track with great heaps of tumbled stones, to left and right, you could see the edge of it in the distance where it crept across the landscape, shrouding the hills, smothering the valleys. Above it the mist clung, damp and thick. "That's it, lass," announced Dan Walker. "The Forest of Seven Waters." "Going right in, are we?" inquired Peg. Her tone was less than enthusiastic. The old auntie'd kill me, Dan said, if I passed by these parts without a visit. Besides, I promised Kieran I'd deliver the last save to her uncle's door. You're falling asleep, Milu? Okay. Sleep well. Thank you for coming in. And thank you, Mindy. Thank you for letting me know it's good over there. Looks like it's green right now, so hope it stays that way. That's the way of it. That's the way of it, said Peg. You'll get a good meal there, if nothing else, Dan said, looking at her sideways. Auntie'll see to that. Going right in, as Peg had put it, proved more difficult than I could have imagined. We came across grazing fields and up a slope to a rocky outcrop. The forest was before us, encircled by hills, stretching out like a huge dark blanket. It was daunting, a place of mystery and shadows, another world cloaked in secret. I could not comprehend how anyone could choose to live in such a place. Would it not suffocate the spirit, to be deprived of the wind and the waves and the open spaces? In my pocket the small owl stirred, and before us on the track, where there had been nobody at all, suddenly there was a troop of armed men dressed in the same dark colors as the stones and trees around us. Their leader stood out, for over his jerkin he wore a tunic of white, emblazoned with a blue symbol, 2 torques interlinked. Dan Walker, traveling man of Kerry, said Dan calmly, getting down off the cart without being asked. You know me, my wife, my daughter. We've come from Glencarna. I'm hopeful of Lord Sean's hospitality for a night or 2. The men came around both sides of the cart, poking and prodding at the contents. They had swords and knives, and 2 of them were armed with bows. There was a grim efficiency about the whole exercise. Tell your people to step down while we search, said the leader. We're traveling folk, Dan's tone was mild. There's not a thing in here but pots and pans and a basket or 2, and the girls are weary. Tell them to step down. We did as we were told. Standing by the track, we watched as a methodical search took place, through every single item on the cart. Even my little wooden chest was not spared. I did not like to see the men-at-arms taking out Riona and touching her silken skirts with their big hands. Eventually they were finished. The leader ran his eye over us. Royson winked at him, but his face remained impassive. Hello, King Norcalius, welcome. And Bear is back. Yeah. Okay, good, Bear. Your phone's about to die, Bethany? Okay, that's fine. It happens. He looked at me and his expression sharpened. Who's this girl? He was scrutinizing me closely, and I was scared. These were druid folk, weren't they? Maybe he could look into my eyes and read my grandmother's ill intent there. Maybe they would stop me before I had even started, and then my father would be punished. Quick as a flash, I used the glamour, subtly, to give my face a sweetness and my eyes a dewy innocence. I looked up at the man-at-arms through my long lashes. She's Lord Sean's niece from Kerry, said Dan. Vanya, entrusted to me for safekeeping on the journey here. She's to stay on a while at Seven Waters while we travel back. Niece, said the man, but his voice had softened a little. I don't know anything about a niece. Send a message to Lord Sean if you will. Tell him his sister's daughter is here. He'll let us through. The armed man retreated to confer in private. There were glances in my direction, and more than one in Royson's as well. Worse than last time, commented Peg. Guards increased. Must be something afoot. They'll let us through, said Dan. There was quite a wait. The first night was spent camped by the guard post, while a man rode off down a near-invisible forest track bearing a message for my uncle. The next morning, very early, we were roused by the sound of muffled hoofbeats on the soft soil. While I was still putting aside my blankets and rubbing the sleep from my eyes, 2 men rode up and dismounted on the track, and Dan Walker went forward to greet them. 2 grey dogs the size of small ponies stood guard by the horses. My lord. Dan Walker, is it? No need for formality. I trust you've slept safe here. The man who spoke must be my Uncle Sean. He had an authority about him which marked him instantly as a leader. He was of middle years, not so tall, but strongly built, with dark curling hair pulled tight back from his face. His clothes were plain and serviceable, but of fine quality, and he too wore the symbol of the linked torques. The other man, standing behind him, I could not see. "I hear," said my uncle, "that you've brought us an unexpected visitor." Dan Walker gave a little cough. "Promised her safekeeping to your door, my lord. She dwells close by the place we make our summer camp. The girl's called Fanya." Because I could put it off no longer, I walked across to stand by Dan's side. I looked up at my Uncle Sean and gave a guarded smile. "Good evening, Uncle," I said very politely. His expression changed as if he'd seen a ghost. "Brigade save us," he said softly. "You're your mother's daughter, sure enough." Then one of the very large dogs pushed past possessively to plant itself squarely in front of him, growling low in its throat as it fixed its fierce eyes on me. "Enough, Nessa," my uncle said, and the hound fell silent, but still she watched me. "You're most welcome to our home, Fanya." He leaned forward to kiss me on one cheek and then the other. "This is quite a surprise." "I'm sorry if it's inconvenient." "You'll certainly find us in some upheaval at the present, for we are in the midst of a major endeavor. But there's a welcome for you at Seven Waters nonetheless. It will be best if you ride back with us. We've brought you a suitable mount. Dan and his folk can follow at more leisure with an escort." "No need for that," said Dan. "Besides, I did undertake to bring the lass all the way to Seven Waters itself. My instructions were quite particular." Lord Sean's eyes narrowed just a touch. "An escort is required for all coming in, and for all going out, friend or no. It's as much for your own protection as anything. The days of slipping into Seven Waters for a wedding or a wake are long gone. These are dangerous times. As for my niece, she is assured of safety with her family. You would not question that, surely?" Dan gave a wry smile. "No, my lord," he replied. "You may wish to take a little time to ready yourself." My uncle looked closely at me, perhaps observing the rumpled gown, the unplaited hair. "A bite to eat, maybe, but don't be too long. It's quite a ride." He drew Dan slightly away as if to confer out of earshot, and now I could see the other man, his silent companion, waiting a short distance, holding the bridles of 3 horses in his hand. This was a much older man, with soft glossy hair that had once been chestnut brown, but now was frosted with white, hair in which many small plaits had been woven and tied with colored thread. He had a curiously unlined face and serene, ageless gray eyes. He wore a long white robe that shifted and changed about him. Although there was no wind, he bore a staff of birch, and the pale morning sun shone on the golden torque around his neck. "Come in, hello!" "You know me, I think." The voice was a druid's voice, soft, like music. A trap to the ear and to the mind. "You are Connor, the archdruid." "I am. Call me Uncle, if you don't find that too confusing." Yes, Uncle." "Come closer, Fanya." I did so reluctantly. I needed time to prepare for this, time to collect myself, to summon what strength would be required. But there was no time. I looked straight into his eyes, knowing I had his memory of my mother to help me. This man had engineered her downfall. He had sent her away from all that she loved, and in time that had been her death sentence. He looked at me with his calm gray eyes, and I felt most uncomfortable, almost as if he were seeing right inside me. But I stared back, unblinking. I had been well trained. "Sean was wrong," said Connor. "I think you're much more like your father." Even in autumn, with the leaves spread thick and damp under our horses' feet, the forest was dark. It seemed to stretch out its hand as we rode deeper and deeper in, enveloping us in shadows. Sometimes there were voices. They called through the air above us, high and strange, but when I looked up, all I could see was a whisper of movement on the very edge of my vision, among the bare twigs of the beeches. It was like cobwebs in the air. It was like a shroud of mist, moving faster than the eye could follow. I could not hear the words. The two men rode on unperturbed. If they perceived these tricks of light and shade, it seemed they accepted them as a familiar part of this impenetrable, mysterious landscape. Hello, Kova, welcome. Humans and humanoids. And that's okay, Kemian. You didn't miss a whole lot. She just arrived at Seven Waters and is meeting her uncles. It was secret, enclosed. It felt like a trap. The pace made no concessions to my weariness, and I clung on grimly, grateful my horse seemed to go the right way without any prompting. Nobody had asked me if I could ride, and I was not about to tell them I had never gone on horseback without Derek behind me doing all the work. The dogs raced ahead, seeking out scents in the undergrowth. My Uncle Sean kept a friendly conversation as we went. At first it was just polite talk. I thought he was trying to put me at ease. He let me know there was a council taking place, with many visitors at the house, that it was time when they needed to be particularly careful, and that he knew I would understand that. He mentioned he had a daughter around my age, who would help me settle in. His wife, my Aunt Aisling, would be delighted to see me, for she too had once known my mother. You understand. We had no idea you were coming until the fellow rode in last night, he added gravely. Your father has been sparing with his messages. We'd have welcomed the chance to see you earlier, but Kiaran was effective in limiting contact with our family. We never saw them again after what happened. My father had his reasons, I said into the rather awkward silence. Sean nodded. They could not have returned to Seven Waters together, that was certain. I remain unconvinced that what he did was right. Still, he has sent you home now. I welcome that. You will find folk rather curious when you first arrive. Maureen, my eldest daughter, will look after you and help you deal with your questions. Curious? It's a long time ago. Your mother's departure and matters leading up to it have become stuff of tales here. A little like the story of your grandmother, and the time my uncle spent under a spell as creatures of the wild. Already folk can scarcely discern the margin between history and legend. That's the way of things. Your arrival will spark conjecture. Folk will talk for a while. They do not know the truth of what happened to your mother. The whole situation calls for careful handling. I did not reply. I was becoming ever more aware of the silent presence of the druid on my other side. If the way he seemed to be watching me, although his eyes were fixed on the track ahead, it felt as if he were assessing me without saying a single word. It made me very uneasy. Okay, good, Bethany. Hello. How are you doing, Gunnar? Welcome back. We might make a brief stop, said Sean, halting his horse in a small clearing. There was a stream with ferns growing by a pool, and light filtered through from above, giving the moss-cloaked tree trunks an eerie green glow. The tall elms wore mantles of ivy. I'll help you down, Fanya. I'm good, thank you very much for asking. We are good here. It's kind of cooling down. It's, not scorching hot, which is nice. I could not suppress a groan of pain when my feet touched the ground and cramps seized my body. Not used to riding, Sean observed, gathering up pieces of wood to make a fire. You should have told us. I rubbed my sore back, then lowered myself with some difficulty onto the saddle blanket provided. I was indeed weary, but I would not drop my guard, not with that man gazing at me with his bottomless gray eyes. Sean had rapidly stacked a neat pile of fallen branches. Being Lord of Seven Waters did not seem to have stopped him from acquiring practical skills. The dogs flopped down, long tongues hanging pink from their great open mouths. Wood's a bit damp, Sean observed, glancing at Connor. Want to light it for me? I looked at the druid, and he looked at me, his pale features impassive. Why don't you light it, Fanya? He said without emphasis. I knew at that moment that whatever I might have to do to outwit this man, I was never going to be able to lie to him. I could not plead girlish ignorance, or attempt some kind of bluff. This was a test, and there was only one way to pass it. I raised my hand and pointed a finger at the pile of small logs and twiggy kindling. 57% humidity? That's actually quite humid. Feeling some cool weather in Arizona, yeah. At night, right? Boo-boo. Hello. What's up, baby? Ooh. You gonna come lay down? He's been shedding like crazy for months now. I don't know what's up. Too much hair. It wafts up in the air, tickles your nose. It's half that for you? Yeah, okay. I raised my hand and pointed a finger at the pile of small logs and twiggy kindling. The fire flared and caught, and began to burn steady and hot. Thank you, said Sean, lifting his brows. Your father taught you a few things, then? One or two, I replied cautiously, warming my hands at the blaze. Small tricks, no more. Connor sat down on the large flat rock, on the far side of the fire. The flame showed me his face strangely shadowed, his pallor accentuated. The eyes now were sharply focused on me. You know that Kjarn followed the druid way for many years, he observed. Followed it with rare promise and great aptitude. I nodded, clenching my teeth in anger. It was all very well for him to say that. He had encouraged my father and lied to him, letting him believe he could become one of the wise ones, when all along he must have known his student was the son of a sorceress. It had been a cruel thing to do. You say your father has taught you a few tricks. What of Kjarn himself? How does he live his life? Does he still exercise those skills he possessed in such abundance? Why would you care? I thought savagely. But I formed my answer with caution. We live a very simple life, a solitary life. He searches for knowledge. He practices his craft. He employs it only rarely. That is his choice. Connor was silent for a while. Then he asked, Why has he sent you back? Sean glanced at him, frowning slightly. A reasonable question. Connor's tone was mild. Why now? Why would he choose to bring up a daughter on his own and send her away after, what is it, 15, 16 years? Perhaps he thinks Fanya has a better chance of a good marriage, of some reasonable prospects if she lives here with the family for a while, Sean said. It's only practical. She has a birthright, like all the other children of Seven Waters. For all... He stopped himself abruptly. Vanya? Connor was not going to let this question go unanswered. We thought it was time. This seemed to me a good answer. It was true, and it gave nothing away. So it appears, said Connor, and that was the end of it for now. He did not ask time for what. All too soon we were back on our horses and riding forward again. It's a little awkward, Fanya, Sean said after a while. I must be blunt with you, and you may not like this. To reveal your father's identity to our kinsmen and allies, and to the community of Seven Waters would create a difficulty. It would be extremely awkward for this stage of our negotiations. But I've no wish to lie about it. Lie? My astonishment was quite genuine. Why would you need to lie? He gave a grim smile. Because even now, all these years later, folks still do not know the truth. Not the whole truth. That Neve became disturbed in her mind, as she fled to the south and was later widowed. That they do not know. That they do know. Within our household, a little more maybe. But it's thought generally that she retired to a Christian convent and later died there. The sudden appearance of a daughter must somehow be explained, for anyone who knew my sister would recognize you instantly as her child. That sounds good, Gunnar. Chicken parm grilled cheese? I felt Connor's eyes on me, brooding and intent, though I was looking away. Why not tell the truth? My parents loved each other. I know they were unwed, but that is not such great cause for shame. It's not as if I were a boy and out to claim lands or leadership. Sean looked at Connor. Connor said nothing. Fanya. Sean seemed to be choosing his words with care. Did your father ever explain to you why he could not wed your mother? I held my anger in check. He does not willingly speak of her. I know their union was forbidden by blood. I know that my father left the forest and the wise ones when he discovered the truth about his own parentage. Later he found her again, and that was how I came to be. But it was too late for them. There was a little silence. Yes, said Sean. Dan Walker brought us news of my sister's death. Though as ever he told only what Kiarn had bid him to tell. No more. It's a long time ago. You must hardly remember her. I tightened my lips and did not reply. I'm sorry, Fanya, Sean said, slowing his horse to walk, as we traversed a gushing stream on its way down the hillside. Sorry you did not have the chance to know her. For all her faults, my sister was a lovely girl, full of life and beauty. She'd have been proud of you. You think so? Then why did she leave us on her own? Why did she choose that way? Maybe, I said. To the matter in question, Sean went on. It's a little awkward. Your mother was wed to a chieftain of the Oonagh, a very powerful clan with 2 warring factions. In recent years, we have been called upon to assist the leader of the northern branch in his venture against the Norsemen, and this has taken a toll on our resources and our energies for a long time. Eventually, Aid Finliath triumphed. The invaders have been swept clean from the shores of Ulster, and the peace sealed by a marriage between Aid Finliath's daughter and a noble of the Fingal. Our support of this venture was essential, not only for our own security, but to rebuild our ties with the O'Neill of Tyrconnell, which were set back by the failure of your mother's marriage. This has taken patience and diplomacy of the highest order, in addition to the diversion of our forces from the venture most dear to our hearts. The Northern O'Neill are seated this day at our council table at Seven Waters while we formulate a strategy of our own for our own enterprise. Hello, Brian, you're a subscriber? Well, thank you, and welcome. We are reading Child of the Prophecy. Good to see you here. You're wearing multiple layers? I am jealous. May I ask where you came across this story you read? So, I began reading these books. I believe I was in junior high. I was in junior high because the first book of this trilogy came out, I think, in 2000. Yeah. So maybe... What grade was I in? Oh, maybe 9th grade, so maybe, like, I just started high school. But, Daughter of the Forest was the first one I had read, and I had been specifically drawn to it, one, because the artwork for these books at the time were beautiful, which, they're very different now. They're very boring. I don't like them at all. This is the... Oh my gosh, come on. Show it. Stop being stupid. You can see it. You can see it on Twitch, okay, but on TikTok it's like, there you go, Child of Prophecy. I really liked the artwork. The artist had done many covers for fantasy novels at the time. And I also was interested in the fact that it was inspired by the Wild Swans folklore story from Ireland. And then I found out that all of her books were inspired by Irish folklore. I'm hiding in a blanket right now. Oh gosh. Not here. See? Now my nose is all itchy, boo-boo. Yeah, it was just finding it at the bookstore. Yeah, I mean, when I was little, I kind of liked to read, but I had like this aversion to it because I had been forced to do Hooked on Phonics very early. So I was reading when I was 5. And I was just kind of like tired of it. But then I found Bruce Coville, who started the Unicorn Chronicles and then took like 20 years to write 3 books, so that was a no-go. This is cool. Well, I'm glad, Mindy. I'm glad you're liking it. And I liked that one, and then I also really liked the His Dark Materials trilogy. I mean, I was in 6th grade, so it's probably like a tough read for a 6th grader, but at the time, I was fine with it because I'd been reading so long and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So, I got into fantasy from then on. The Golden Compass, if you don't know the trilogy name, the Golden Compass, I'm sure you guys are aware of. Into the ad vortex you go. Oh no! Sad. But yeah, I loved going to the bookstore, that's for sure, and the library. I was so excited that my junior high school had a really cool library. I am still little, yeah. I will always be little. I'll be like my great-grandmother. She just passed a little while ago, but she got to 97. And she was so little, like she was like a foot shorter than I am. I'm like, oh man, that's gonna be me in the future. This little Irish Spitfire. She was hilarious. But yeah. Yeah, Maddie, you have a lot of interesting ideas. There's a lot going on, but you're definitely creative. Alright, we still got 1 minute for the ad, so I guess I'll drink some coffee. It's okay. You're so finicky. The most cattiest cat I've ever had. First children? I'm not sure I know that. There were a lot of book sets where the first book or 2 were really good and then they kind of took a dive. Like, there was a book quartet and it was like 4 dragons of different elements. And I remember liking it a lot, and then just as the story went on, it fell flat. It's unfortunate. Hello, Valkyrie! Welcome in. Been a while. Oh yeah, Dinotopia. We have that over here, actually. I found a really cool copy of it at the thrift store. I think, let me grab it real quick, because we still have... I don't know, it looks like the ad ended, but I'm gonna get it anyway, so I can show you, if I feel like it. Gosh, it's so hot. I'm dying. What did I have it in? I moved all these books around so much.
The Dinotopia book?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, you're talking about the ones that the dinosaurs on it?
Yeah, did you take that upstairs?
It's upstairs.
Oh, never mind.
It's lovely. I gotta go up there to me.
I can't keep track of them all. Keep moving.
Yeah, I gotta go up there to make it anyway, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah, you're good. Never mind, it's upstairs. We have so many books, I'm constantly like rearranging where I'm gonna put them because all of my shelves are full and now I just have piles of them and closets full of them. Yeah, you're crazy, Maddie. Crazy. Oh, you did? During your christening? That is funny. I mean, I went to a Christian junior high and high school, and the library was not vetted. There were definitely books in there I shouldn't have read at that age. For sure. Yeah. I mean, 1,000 is really easy to get to, Gunnar. We definitely have 1,000 books. I have tubs of books, literally sitting outside under a tarp. I have a lot. Discrete math is a nightmare. I mean, I think it takes a very particular kind of person to get into computer science and cybersecurity. Yeah, your mom has a library in one room. There you go. Her TBR is definitely getting there. I mean, that's normal. That's normal. If you're a reader, like, every single person has this crazy TBR list. Oh, thank you. I just wanted it up because I'm not. It's literally just a headband and then like a messy bun. It definitely does. Yeah. What good is a library if you read them all? I mean, at some point, like your favorites, you'll end up going back to reread them. I've done that a lot. Like sometimes I'll read books nowadays and I'll be like, the writing is so different. It's in many instances it's below par, I'm sorry. No offense, but just like the requirements to write a book now are like, so I'll give stuff a try and then when I get tired of the same regurgitated stuff with lackluster writing, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to reading my old books so I can like flush it out, if that makes sense. But I do tend to like somewhat complicated ones because one of my favorite series, some people have loved it and then some people have been like, there's just so much politics, I can't get into it because it's a lot to take in. I'm like, okay, I get that. It doesn't seem difficult to me, but I'm sure that I have a very skewed sense of that, so what can you do? Oh no, Gunnar, no. Stop it. No. I am not gonna read that. Minotaur Milk Farm, get out of here. No, it's just more like, if you read a lot of old novels, you'll see there's like an art form to it. You can tell that there's a particular style for the writers that got published in those times because you couldn't just self-publish at that time, right? So, yeah, Minotaur Milk Farm, you don't want to read it. Don't look into it. Stop it. It doesn't exist, okay? So, it's just, it's kind of like artists too. Like we have so many artists that are able to show their work now. It's actually very difficult to become a big artist that everybody knows because there are so many. Whereas in another time you had like a small pool that ever actually made anything of themselves because they had sponsors. So I'd rather read Zeus Milk Farm, but stop it, Maddie. Stop it. Oh, God. I guess, see, that's just going to be another book you have to write, Maddie. But it's like almost lyrical. Like we started reading Dragonflight a while back on here, and I think a lot of people ended up just falling asleep or dropping out because it was difficult to digest. Like we've really dumbed down the language in modern books. And I mean, I've tried so many fantasy novels and I can't remember the names, I can't remember the authors, and I get the storylines mixed up because they're all so similar. Even the cover art's all very similar. I'm like, it's like modernized music. Like all the female pop singers, they all sound the same, save for very few that just have amazing, unique voices without being touched by electronics, right? It's just all the same. All the same. Oh, stop it, Rich. We already know it's Zeus be milking. Stop it. Yeah, a lot of Greek mythos can be summed up as because Zeus. Yeah, exactly. Gotta yell at you all the time. Yeah, I mean, Maddie will have a whole library by the time he's done writing, that's for sure. Yeah, Dragonfly. I mean, that whole series was very good. Very good. We saw her son a couple years ago.
Who?
Anne McCaffrey's son.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, we were talking to him at one of the conventions out here. You've tainted the chat. No. Maddie tainted the chat long before you ever did. Don't even worry about it. I wonder what you would make of my writing. Look, you can have good ideas, and as long as you have decent writing, it's fine. It just lacks the oomph that some of these older authors were able to accomplish. It's not my fault. Maddie told me to do so. Yep, just blame it on Maddie. The Harper's Guild? Yeah. Oh gosh, Maddie, no. The Greek world was fine until Zeus happened to ruin her. Oh, that's cool. Flea markets are awesome. And honestly, I can't go to any place that has used books without buying some. We had a shop open up after COVID at the mall that's for used books, and I was like, oh, not the best prices. It's not like going to a thrift store, especially out in the country. Like, you can get books for like $0.25, right? But I was just happy to see something like that in the mall where it will get more traffic. Yeah, a lot of the newer fantasy, I'm just like, who wrote that? Wait, was this storyline with this character? Like, it all blends. Yeah, that's true, Valkyrie. It's true. It's like 6 steps to Kevin Bacon. It's 1 step to Zeus. Oh my god. Yeah. Newer fantasy is all romantasy, and I hate it. Yeah, I miss fantasy, like epic fantasy with romance in it. Like, there's a whole section in the library and bookstore strictly for romance, but it's like those books have permeated the fantasy genre, and I'm like, no, you can have fantasy romance, but the primary is romance, right? But they've put them in the wrong category, in my opinion. Like, there's like a lot of really well-known romance authors. Maybe those fantasy authors didn't want to be lumped in with them, but that the content of their books are they're romance novels. Loki was bored, yeah. I've limited my reading buys recently to strictly high fantasy. Yeah. Yeah, and Brandon Sanderson, like, he had hit and miss books. I really liked Mistborn. But he's done some stuff where I've been like, okay, I don't remember the names because I was like, oh, I'm not as engaged with this one. And that's normal. Yeah, R.A. Salvatore, which, fantastic, older author. Yeah, I have the Mistborn trilogy, another set that I read because the artist that did the artwork for that, John Foster, amazing, amazing artwork. Love the artwork on those. So good. I really wish we would go back to having these amazing illustrators do the covers of books instead of just like this ambiguous stuff of like, here's a flower and a crown, and you're like, okay. And like, why did we stop doing that? What, like, I notice a lot of people go like, I want a discreet cover. You don't have to have like a couple being all romantic on the cover to have it be interesting. And I'm just, I don't know. I hate this minimalist crap that we have now. You guys are gonna get me ranting. Yeah, he has a lectures on writing. I saw that. I loved art things as a small child. A young child, rather. I'm always small, right? Yes, I'm small. As a young child, I loved art, but I really got into drawing when I realized I needed to do something in order to remember things better. Like, I always had the problem of, like, I had good grades, but my big problem was I would space out. I was daydreaming in class, was always on my progress reports, and I found out that it's because I needed to do something to stay focused on what was going on, which I guess is what we call now ADHD or whatever. So I started doodling in junior high, and then I realized when I did that, I would remember the lectures better. So I would draw during class to keep me engaged. I'd get in trouble sometimes because they didn't really understand that I needed to do that. But I worked it out. So yeah, I started drawing, then I got into anime and drew anime characters, and my little brother loved Pokemon, so I was drawing Pokemon for him. Yay, waffle rants, yeah. So, but once the Pixar movies came out, I was like, you know what? That's what I want to do. I really want to work at a company like Pixar, and I want to make really good 3D animated films with good stories because I loved the storytelling of old Pixar films. Old Pixar, okay? They were really, really good, in my opinion. So, that's what I want to do. Yeah, Oonagh tangents. You're playing Pokemon at the moment? That's funny. But yeah, I discovered I really enjoyed the 3D animation. And I do love 2D animations too as well, obviously. Coco has a sequel coming? Oh, interesting. I wonder why they felt the need to do that.
That was a much kinder way of saying it in my head.
The more chaotic the voices, the more focused I am. Interesting. I have, the downside to, like, focusing on stuff better when I'm doing something is sometimes I used to do some of my schoolwork and artwork in the living room, and my sister would be watching something stupid on the TV, and when I'm doing the motion of something that is similar, I'll remember what was on the TV that she was watching, and it'll be annoying if it's something I don't like. It's so weird how the brain works. There were way too many questions left. Like what?
In Coco?
Yeah. What questions did you have, Frost?
Who's bringing this?
Frost said there were way too many questions left from the first Coco movie. LOL. He was being sarcastic.
Oh. Well.
Sarcasm.
Okay, no.
Didn't translate well.
It's acceptable.
And read. It's acceptable, yeah. That's funny. But, lost in print. There you go.
I was going to say that.
Don't pull any punches, geez. Yeah. Well, They keep doing these sequels when the sequels are not needed, and part of it is because they feel like the fans from the first one automatically are going to come to the sequel, right? So there's no chance of losing out on money. And when you have producers that are not artistically inclined and are more focused on the money that comes out of it, they want to just stick with what's safe. It's why, same thing with the gaming world, right? It's the same reason why you get the same Call of Duty game over and over and over again. It's because they were like, well, this has always worked. This is what's always made money, so let's just stick with that. Let's not do anything new. And they do that with movies and shows. Like we were just talking about Wednesday. We're like, nothing about this is Addams Family. Nothing. It's a good show. We actually enjoyed it. We thought we weren't, but we enjoyed it. But it has nothing to do with the Addams Family. At all. But they were using that IP to get interest in the show itself to make sure it made money.
It was a macabre mystery drama with an Addams Family dress on it. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Wednesday for what it is, but it has nothing to do with Addams Family. Didn't need to be Addams Family. They just did that because they wanted people that would still like the nostalgia of Addams Family to come and watch it. Unnecessary.
I would have enjoyed it more if it didn't have the shoehorned Addams Family references in it.
Yeah.
Because the shoehorned Addams Family references were the worst part of the show.
Well, and Gomez. That was weird. Sorry. I don't know if that makes me sound terrible, but that was not Gomez to me. I love the actor. I forget his name because I brain fart. But I love him. I mean, I loved him in Count of Monte Cristo. He was a great character, great actor. I don't think he's Gomez.
Well, I think whoever it was that was in charge was like, oh, well, Gomez is supposed to be ugly and Morticia is supposed to be really beautiful.
No.
Well, from the comics, from the original version, yeah. Gomez is supposed to be more homely, and she's supposed to be more beautiful.
Well, but their whole vibe was just how in love they were with each other.
Yeah. And that didn't come off in the show either.
Yeah, the new Wednesday being a goth Nancy Drew is terrible. We haven't watched the second season, and I'm kind of just I might enjoy it if I just don't look at it as being related to Addams Family. But yeah.
Well, yeah, and what he said, who said about it being Nancy Drew?
Gunnar did, and then Kova said he probably the closest Gomez to the comics.
Yeah, he's definitely the closest Gomez to the comics. I think that over the years of the films, it kind of became known that he was not as attractive as Morticia, but at the same time, not as hideous as he was in the comics and cartoon. Because he's supposed to be shorter and stocky and sort of a little bit more grotesque.
I only remember the old live action show.
Yeah, and I think that the show
Nick at Night, right?
The show started the tradition of him being suave and sort of attractive because I think that sold better on TV. But who was it that said Nancy Drew?
Gunnar.
So yeah, that's a good point. Okay. It is sort of this goth Nancy Drew thing, right? And as evidence that it could have been successful on its own without the Addams Family dressing on it, is this anime. This anime is Chinese Sherlock Holmes in Three Kingdoms, China. The Apothecary Diaries.
We can do a watch party for this if you want, obviously, because we own it. But love that show. It's I have to own it.
And it is essentially Chinese Sherlock Holmes in Three Kingdoms, China.
Yeah.
With a girl protagonist, and she's not insufferable. It's great.
Yeah, it's she's a strong female character without being a strong female character trying to act like a man.
Well, and
you know what I mean?
You can tell the difference between a well-written, because when you have a female lead now, it didn't used to be this way. You used to get them Laura Croft and what's her name from Alien? Sigourney Weaver's character in Alien. You had just Sarah Connor, and they were just great characters. But then it's not just female characters. We get this a lot in anime now too, where you get a male character who is just totally inane, totally just boring character, and then everybody's blowing smoke up his ass constantly about how great he is. And if everybody in the show has to tell you how great you are, chances are the character's not written very well. You should be conflicting and having friction between other characters with your main character. If everybody just universally acknowledges that they're a great person, that's not a good character.
Yeah.
That's not a nuanced character.
Right.
And that's what's wonderful about this in particular, is that half of the people in the complex do not like her because she's irritating and pig-headed.
Yeah. She has her downsides. Like, everyone has their weaknesses and
their strengths and
yeah. It's just
and she's
when you have a character where everyone's just like, "Oh, you're so amazing," and they haven't even done anything, they're just standing there, you're like, "Okay, this is dumb."
Yeah.
It's not good storytelling.
And characters that can just pick up anything and suddenly they're amazing. And it doesn't matter if they're male or female. If your character can just pick something up and be incredible, it's a terrible character and they're going to be very boring.
Flawless characters are very boring. That's why people love a lot of villains, right?
Yeah, Ripley, thank you, Gov. I appreciate that.
But yeah, Gunnar said that the second season of Wednesday is for sure Goth Nancy Drew. She's just a detective, so it doesn't even pertain to the first season within reason. So.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured that that's what they were going to do. Because it looked like that's what they were leading towards at the end of season 1.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Well, that's what it looked like in the previews.
Yeah. So, I feel like that was what they were already leaning towards, was making it more like a detective series. Which I hated that they did that exact same thing with Riverdale, which was supposed to be a recreation of the Archie comics, which that bothered me so much. I love Archie comics so much. Archie comics.
I was like, oh, that's gonna be garbage.
It would have had so much potential to be like a Bill and Ted style, like sitcom sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Like if they had treated it like a Bill and Ted sitcom sort of thing and just leaned into the ludicrous nature of Archie comics, it would have been brilliant. But they were like, no, this has to be a CW drama, and it has to be all of these things, and I hated it. I hated everything about it. And same thing with Sabrina the Teenage Witch. They did the Sabrina the Teenage Witch from the Archie comics, and I thought it was dreadful. I know a lot of people liked it. I hated it because I love the source material. And so when I watched, I was livid.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riverdale was supposed to be based on the Archie comics, yes.
Yep.
Not surprising. I did not pick up on it.
Because there's nothing like it.
Yeah, it did nothing. It was nothing like it.
Sad.
Yeah, Mary Sue. Yeah, Koba.
It's tragic.
Yeah, I would say Superman is close to the first Mary Sue. Only just slightly different. Because not everybody likes Superman. In the original Detective comics he did, but that's because in those old comics everybody loves the hero. So, that's just how they were written. They weren't very complex. Like, everybody loves Batman in the original Batman comics, too, so. Like, Batman and Robin, everybody's like, thank you, Batman and Robin, and then we get to 2025, and it's like, Batman's a bad guy.
You know which one could use a sequel?
What?
It's John Carter.
John Carter of Mars absolutely 100% needs a sequel.
Like they'll put out the worst sequels ever that were not needed. People forget about it, but they won't continue John Carter. I'm like, you guys are jerks.
Cat football, Gunner. Cat football.
No. I'd say that's probably the one cat feeling like they need to assert dominance.
Yeah.
Is there a John Carter 2 in the works? After how long? What, a decade?
More than that. I think it's like 15 years.
Mm-hmm. That would be nice, Gunner, but I don't think that will happen.
Yeah, 13 years. It was 2012.
Yeah. John Carter lost money. I mean, but they didn't even advertise it. That was their bad.
Dude, if they're going to
They
come out with a
dropped the
John
ball.
Carter of Mars movie, I will, every post from now till it comes out, I'll promote on the tavern. We'll get at least 100,000 people to go see it.
Gunner, no. He said he'll take your advice. Seems the most sound so far. Don't do that. What is objective truth? Is that a question from one of the videos?
I don't think I ever talk about objective truth, but it might be somebody who's grumpy about something I said. I don't know.
Maybe.
It happens occasionally.
Yeah. That's what they're asking. So go ahead.
What is objective truth?
Mm-hmm.
Objective truth is universally agreed upon evidentiary consistencies, is how I would put it.
Who was a Confederate? Who were you talking about, Kova? John Carter? You know what? I don't remember. That's a good question. I don't recall.
It's been ages since I've read the book, so I don't even remember.
Yeah. You watched the very first Superman cartoon today from 1941? That's crazy.
Yeah, more or less gonna, like, if there's something that universally, like, generally it's gonna have the same outcome no matter what, then we can declare that as universal truth. However, depending on what your worldview is, universal truth can be impossible.
Oh no, Rich, that's a bummer. That's frustrating. We've been watching an anime called Overlord for a very long time, and that's gotten a lot of delays because the author has stopped writing because people were leaking some of his work before it came out, and he got mad. But we love this story, and I got some of the books for the light novels for Castle to read.
She got me quite a few of
Because
them, actually.
the protagonist is technically the villain. And it's just different. We really love that there's no trying to justify what he's doing. Like, you're still rooting for him, but at the same time, like, if you look objectively at what's going on, you're like, wow, he's actually doing some really terrible things. Like, you can't not agree that he would be seen as evil by some of the people in this world that he's in. So it's definitely morally gray. And I love something nuanced like that because, like you were just saying, Gunnar, like, a lot of what we have now is just the same heroes, the same villains, same stories regurgitated. I'm burnt out on the Spider-Man stuff. I did like what did they call it? The cartoon one.
Oh, Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, it had an interesting style. I don't really care about the whole multiverse thing. Like, that kind of stuff just wears me out. But I did think they did a good job for that movie, even from somebody who's not a mega fan. And I really liked the style. It was interesting. I thought Overlord was over. It's not. I mean, I haven't heard anything about him saying that it was over. Morally gray has led to many fun nights for you. Yeah, for something to be objective, it can't have any bias or opinion involved.
Well, and that's sort of impossible because you're always going to have a little bit of opinion. But
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't watch the newer one. I was, I grew up on the old stuff. So I'm kind of like, no, I'm done. I don't. After they did the first live action, I was like, forget it. We're done here. I love that Mortal Kombat was a terrible movie, but we still love it.
Wait, what one?
The first one.
First one, what?
It's a terrible movie, Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a terrible movie, but we love it still.
Yeah.
Another Toy Story? Stop. It doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. Trolls 2? The cute ones? Or the horror
No,
movie?
it's not the animated one.
Oh, no. You're finally home? Welcome home. When did the Trolls movie come out?
I don't know.
The horror film. It's old. There is no Trolls one. Yeah, but there is, right? Like,
no. He's talking about the horror movie.
yeah, I know. There's no. It's old. I'm asking when it was made.
Oh.
It's an old movie. Yeah. And Leprechaun.
You're talking about the one from 1986, Troll?
Yeah. It's old. I liked campy stuff like that. Like, those are the only horror films I like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I love that movie. It's so stupid.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I don't like slasher films, but those old ones that are just more like funny than scary. It's fantastic. Yeah. But it's a classic not because it was good. It's a classic because of how bad it was. It's like, or no, what was that movie what was that stupid movie? It's live action. It was like a drama. He's like, Lisa.
Oh, The Room.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
What was the guy's name?
Hang on.
Because he thinks he made an amazing movie.
Yeah.
But it's so bad. And then they made a movie about him doing the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tommy Wiseau.
Yes, Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
That guy. Oh my god. Yeah, James Franco. Exactly. It was James Franco that played him. Yeah, because it was terrible. Terrible. And young men, for the longest time, just loved making jokes from the lines in that movie. I'm just like, ugh. Toxic Avenger and RoboCop. I like RoboCop a lot. And I actually was not disappointed by the remake.
They just did a remake of Toxic Avenger. It was at the theaters. I think it had what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
The words I was gonna say will give me trouble. Peter Dinklage. I was gonna say the little guy. Yeah, Peter Dinklage. Peter Dinklage was the.
You still said it.
I know. I did. Whatever. Cancel me. I'm fine.
Yeah, that's why we like B-rated horror movies. Repo did not need a remake. Did not. Yeah, oh hi Mark. Oh my god. I hate it so much. Short people get no love.
She's short and I love her a lot.
Yeah, I am. Not the shortest. Alright, goodbye, Richie. Hilarious, Koba. I didn't listen to it, no. Right? He's canonically 4'11", so it must mean I'm like 3 something.
No, canonically I'm 4'3". So
Chronically?
you would have to be. You would be 3'6", 3'7".
That'd be very short. Mom's watching that movie? The Room? Why would she watch that? Don't let her watch that movie. I am a hobbit, except I don't have big feet. So I don't know if that I would pass as a hobbit.
The only thing big about you is your sass. You have big sass.
Yeah, oh hi Mark, isn't that called The Room?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called The Room, Maddie. Don't let her watch that. Yeah. Tell her it's vetoed. That eye roll is proof. I have sass and sarcasm. That's why we get along so well. We both have sass and sarcasm. Yeah. I have a hard time really fully grasping the concept of what holding punches means. Because even if I feel like I'm holding back, apparently it's not holding back.
Well, and we're both chronically unbothered. Like, it's one of the dangers because like some of the stuff we talk about online, like people will get grumpy about it and very emotional,
Very.
and I take none of it seriously. Like, if you ever see me talking to somebody in the comments, know that I was laughing through that whole conversation, even if I seemed like I was being serious. Like, if somebody is having a very not obviously not if I'm having like a genuine conversation with somebody, but if somebody is like bickering with me online, know that I was laughing through most of that conversation. Because like the idea of arguing with strangers online is hilarious to me.
I love hanging out with Oonagh because of her sass. That and she's amazing to hang out with. Thank you, Maddie. I will definitely bring the sass. I've been told I am the most sarcastic person some of my friends have ever known. That's funny.
See, that's why all of you have survived here.
Yeah.
You're in the environment.
We'll all be sarcastic together.
I don't know how it's possible. You and your son pull that blanket down, and it never comes down for me. But the two of you are like slippery people.
Yes. I'm just not in print. Just make yourself a certificate.
No, it's all right for us. I understand because I say stuff all the time that's sarcastic and it doesn't come off correctly.
I'm here for the ADHD tangents. Yeah. Here we are.
Are you gonna read more?
I don't know. It's been 2 hours, so I will leave it to the people. We have nobody on TikTok anymore, so.
Well, if it's dead, you can go ahead and end it.
Yeah.
On TikTok.
We'll end on TikTok. If you want to see me, you can come to Twitch or Facebook.
Or Kick.
Yeah.
Or YouTube. Or anywhere.
I am the humbled king of amazingness. I bully Maddie to keep him humbled and a loving. I think Maddie is humble enough, to be fair, Erin. I think you just like that you found somebody that you can bully.
A resilient punching bag. if you will.
Maddie is too easy to bully. Poor boy has not learned how to be not bullied. I say he's a boy, but he's a grown-ass man. Just to make that clear.
He's a grown man.
Waffles with Oonagh, new trend, yeah. You didn't get waffles with Castle today, so.
I got some of them. They're down to procrastinating.
He is a grown-ass man, yeah. Shucks my ass, what? You got the white boy ass. He's so much older than you. I know. I was actually shocked to learn how old he is. I was, like, thrown for a while. I was like, excuse me? To be fair, a lot of the young men in here, like, I kind of just instantly adopt them as my younger brothers, so I just think of them as young brothers. You know what I mean? He's like a good decade, I think, yeah. Pretty close, pretty close. Spring chicken, yeah. Yeah, see, there you go, Maddie. I got the mom and older sister vibes. Oh, don't say that, my back just started hurting, Aaron. That's funny. An old ass chicken? Oh no. Yeah. Well, because of the way I talk about Maddie, I don't want people to think I'm trying to belittle him. I just wanted to make that clear. That's funny. That's funny, Reach. Oonagh and mom mode, yeah. Maddie enjoys it. Aaron's like, Maddie enjoys it. He doesn't have a choice. He's into some weird things. I mean, I think everyone has their things. It happens. It's normal. Define weird. Yeah, everyone's weird in their own way. And as far as old farts go, I love old farts. Some of, like, the best people I've ever enjoyed meeting were, like, really old, grumpy men. I think I just related. Hello, baby Mahal? That was a terrible color to read that, but I think it's Mahal. Or Maha. Welcome in. We were reading and then it turned into waffling. He's already little. Yeah. I resemble that remark, yeah, exactly. Oh, that's okay. Thank you for trying. We're just chatting. We've been talking about movies and shows because we're all about stories and storytelling here. I'm shorter than you. Yeah, I can't believe you're shorter than me too. That's pretty crazy. I guess I am more of like an average height. I used to be like the smallest of my class, but as I've gotten older, I realized there are actually shorter people than me out there. Sings dwarf songs, yeah. Or sing some Hobbit songs. You're 5 feet, so you're really short too. Yeah, I'm 5'3". So I think that's pretty average though. Oh, there's the raid. It worked. Thank you. We normally sound a raid horn. I am not capable of doing the raid horn, so we're gonna pretend that I did the raid horn. You can look at the raid horn. See? We have the raid horn. We're pretending it's blowing for you. You must retire. All right, go to sleep. Sleep well. We'll see you again soon. Tuesday, hopefully. Yeah, 5'5" is average, so close. Try it. No, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's like because you like have to raspberry into it, and I think my lips aren't juicy enough to do it. So it's like sad. You snuck in at the end. Hello, doggo. I mean, we're not leaving yet. We're just hanging out. We're talking about movies and shows and stuff.
You want me to do the raid
Yeah,
horn?
Castle can do the raid horn. Here we go.
It's just not right.
But hello, doggo. I haven't seen you in forever. Didn't work for you today either. Here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, the raid horns are for when people raid in. You know? You're 4'11"? What? That's crazy. Welcome to the tavern, Weaver Wolf. You raided and gotten a horn. I'm sorry, Maddie. You raid all the time, so you get the horn sometimes. Leave it to Castle, always full of hot hair.
It's my job.
Yeah, it is. It's a job.
You could quite literally say it's what keeps the tavern afloat.
Yeah, I do really need to get Castle to do a recording, but it's not the same, you know? It doesn't feel personal enough when it's just a sound. Hubby is 6'1". Wow. That's you, right? 6'1" or 6'3"?
4'3".
No, really though.
Canonically.
No,
4'3".
I know canonically about the actual height. not
Really,
the-
I'm 6'3".
Okay, yeah, 6'3". Around there. And hello and welcome. My space station in space orbits the tavern at the end of the world. Exactly. You've made it to the tavern at the end of the world, where people of all places come to meet for stories. He calls me a little person. Oh, that's okay. We can all be hobbits together. But we have to get our fake giant feet put on. They should just make some slippers that look like big hobbit feet.
I call the lady Koala
Yeah.
because she'll just randomly walk up to me and be like, uppies.
I'll
and
just
then-
climb on him.
Yeah.
He just deals with it. It'll be like cooking or something, and I'll just climb on him. Be like, hold me. I don't want to be a hobbit, though. Why? You get, like, way more meals throughout the day if you're a hobbit. Yep, I introduced Maddie to Harold. The, half troll, half goblin.
She would if I let her
What?
sleep 20 hours a day.
I could, yeah.
She's a major nap.
I don't want to because there's tons of stuff that I want to do. It's like,
But
I'm
she
one of
lo-
those people, like, I don't like going to bed to go
But
to
she loves
sleep.
to be asleep.
But then when I'm asleep, I don't want to wake up. So I want like a little dimension that I could go to for sleep time, so I'm not wasting any of time that I have, and then come back and do things. Does that make sense? Yep, you're teaching Harold Goblinese and Elvish. You call your younger brother a bobbit? That's funny. Or Gimli, there you go. I think it's Gimli, but that's fine. You have hairy toes. Thank you for not calling them koala bears. Yeah, they aren't bears. But to be fair, red pandas aren't pandas. You know?
They're
It just
also-
happens sometimes.
They're also orange, not red.
Yeah. Well, hey, we say people with red hair have red hair, but it's orange. So that's why they're red pandas. They're red-haired. It's like dogs. Orange dogs are called red-haired. It's weird.
Well, I guess technically orange doesn't exist. Because orange is actually just a shade of brown.
No, brown is a shade of orange.
There you go, yeah. The other way
Or
around.
either which way, it's the same.
Yeah, brown. No, you're right.
I love
you're
me
right.
some gingers.
Brown is a shade of red.
Yeah,
It's a shade of orange. So,
right.
You're right. I got it backwards.
It's the same. I also like ginger. Like good spicy. I know, Harold is hilarious. He's got such a silly way of talking. Now that's a topic Castle could cover, drop bears.
Drop bears is hilarious. I have an uncle that works in animal conservation, and he has a story he loves to tell the little kids in the family about a time that two koalas that were fighting fell on his head when he was in Australia. And he has a scar behind his ear where they almost tore his ear off because they were fighting.
Yikes.
Yeah. He was staying in Perth, but he was working in an area that had wild koala populations. And he had two fall on his head.
That's funny, Maddie. Sounds like a quality entertainment. Yep. Before it was white, my beard wasn't red. Wasn't just red, it was R-E-D capitalized. Red. It's 14 degrees? Yeah, if I can type, it happens.
Yeah, he did get checked for chlamydia afterwards. Yes, I think you have to if you get attacked by a koala. But one caught him with a claw behind the ear as they were falling, and it left like an inch deep gash in the meat behind his ear, and he had to have his ear sewn back on.
14 degrees sounds wonderful. For tree bears, oh gosh. They are cute, but they can be terrifying. I think I was watching a nature channel, and then they were covering the koala breeding, and I was like, that is frightening.
Getting attacked by a human like that's an interesting way to put it. It's like getting in a car accident in LA, it's everybody else's fault.
Nice and white. You can get some snow if you go out in like the flat area of the desert out here. He lived out there before, and I went to his place to do some work, and it was, I think, like 6 a.m, and I did not see there was a thin sheet of ice because somebody's sprinklers had been turned on. You couldn't see it, so I completely ate it on the sidewalk, and I couldn't get up. I kept slipping when I was trying to get up because it was so slick. I had to like roll myself to the grass. I was like, I hope nobody's seeing this right now. My mom is also so confused with me. My mom dropped a chair, and I was like, now put the offerings at its legs to please it. Oh no. Did you join a cult? You're the one that... Yeah, please don't start a chair cult. Please don't.
I mean, I think it's too late. I think Maddie already has his 501.
You need to duck out, Frost. All right, good. It was good to see you. Thank you for coming in. She lives in Alaska? Oh. Alaska is beautiful. I would go there if it wasn't so far away from my family. If I could just get them all to come with me, I would be fine with that. There's also a lot of things you can't get shipped to Alaska, which is unfortunate. Blame Jaeger. I do blame Jaeger, but you keep it going. Jaeger inducted me. Oh gosh. The chair must go on. Stop. My family lives in California. Yeah, we're in Southern California. South Carolina. Actually, I have family out there too. And Vegas. Yeah, I have family there too, except I do not like the desert. It's hot enough here, which is technically desert now. It used to be a Mediterranean climate. It is definitely a desert climate here. Oh. Wait. So Teresa and Theresa? Well, that's awesome that you brought her in. We're glad to have you in. So if I want something shipped to me that I can't ship, I send it to my brother in Nevada and he shipped it to me. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, the H is silent. So wait, you're both named Teresa? What? Or are you punking me right now? Am I getting punked? Yeah, I spell mine the right way. That's funny. You have a tropical climate?
Well, because Culver's Aussie, right? If I remember correctly.
Please tell me your mother is also Teresa. That's funny. Tess and Tessa. Yeah, I have an aunt. Her name is Teresa. She goes by Tessa. No, you don't. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I could probably handle cold tropical. I don't think I could handle warm tropical. Warm and dry is already bad enough. Your mom is a Janet. Is Melbourne in Victoria? My mom named me my name, and then my dad was like, oh, I got another daughter that's named Teresa. Oh, that's funny. That must be fun when you have family get-togethers, if you ever do.
Ads are
Yeah,
right.
monsoon season. Whew.
You got ads right.
Stupid ads. They're the worst. Oh, it's so hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and do some shooting.
You're leaving me?
Oh, I got video of it.
See, I have proof now that he abandons me. Oh, okay, I gotcha. That's the territory then. Oh, shit, that's crazy. That sounds like some juicy drama there, possibly. What? What was that? Janet ate brain. Oh, I see. Wait, Janet ate Brian? That doesn't sound better. Same middle name too? No way. That's nutty. Janet and Brian. Okay, Maddie, that makes more sense. But yeah, Janet ate brain sounded weird, and then Janet ate Brian sounded weirder.
But for Paul from Maddie.
Right.
This is about right from Maddie.
My favorite sister, yeah. That's funny. Right, so just opposite
Take
ends.
this and stop letting him sleep.
Oh, the baby!
Take it.
You're
Don't let him
sleepy?
sleep.
Are you sleeper? How come? Why are you so sleepy? Huh? I don't want you up all night, sir. Oh, he's like half asleep still. You're such a baby. Yeah, you're a baby. He's such a good boy. Clipped his nails today. That's funny. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. The picture, gotcha. That's funny. It's a very sisterly thing to say, too. Oh yeah, Maddie, actually, Castle gave me an early Christmas present that he shouldn't have, but he did. He got me a new controller, so it's not constantly disconnecting.
You want to show them your present?
So funny. I love that he just deals with whatever position you put him in. Yeah, here you go. It's fancy. And it'll be Bluetooth, so I don't have to worry about the disconnecting making us die. Give or take a meter. Yeah. That is a long distance. Fancier than yours. I know. I was like, why did you get this? You're crazy.
Okay, I had this Xbox One when I moved into my first apartment. And this Xbox One controller has been living as hard as it possibly could. And that's what she's been using, because that's what I use for my computer when I play on the PC. So she was playing her games and she kept having to reconnect, and she just was getting frustrated and not having fun. And I would rather she be able to have fun when she's playing her games. And I was just going to get a cheap one to replace this one, but this one is really nice, and it's got a good warranty on it, and it has adjustable buttons and things for her hand size. So I figured I'd just spend a little bit of extra money and get her something nice that she'll be able to play with that'll last her for a while.
Maybe I should try doing that whole spa, kitty spa.
He'd probably sit through it.
Like,
especially if you do it while he's sleeping.
Like the fact that I can just mess with his feet like this. I heard every single time. Oh, yeah. What party? Oh, yeah. That would make it difficult to attend the party if one is in South Carolina and the party is in California. Or vice versa. Oh, you're getting them the Xbox for the flight simulator? That's cool.
Well, that's why I like the Xbox One controllers. Like, the technology in the Xbox One controller is so good that NASA uses Xbox One controllers. That's why I use them. Because they're sturdy and they're just good tech. I mean, my one Xbox One controller lasted 10 years.
I can definitely do that, doggo. I think he'd rather just have the massage. I don't think he wants an actual pedicure. Want me to trim your toenails?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I'm alright.
You sold the PS5? Oh. Well, that works. My son's father bought him a PS5 and it broke. So then his father bought him a new one. And I was like, we should see if we can get the old one fixed. And he's like, oh, whatever. So we took the old one to get fixed, and now we have 2 PS5s. So I use the old one. You must go. The cancer meds are having a hard-fought battle in my gut. Oh no. Well, I'm glad that you came in, and I'm sorry that you're not feeling well. Get some rest. I hope that tomorrow is a better day.
Yeah, rest well. Make sure you take care of yourself and hydrate plenty, alright?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, I'll be back in a little bit now.
Okay. I'm only staying on because you guys are here talking to me. Just so you know. Because we've been on for, I don't know, over 2 hours now, right? Something like that. But yeah, I agree, Clavis. Sleep well. Thanks for coming in to hang out with us. Oh, so it's our fault. I know. Same. We're terrible. We need to make sure we drink more water than coffee. You did not send me what you're working on. Alright, thanks for coming in to say hi, doggo. Diff mankind, hello. Welcome in. Coffee monsters must unite. No. Look, I love my coffee, but we have to make sure we drink water. You still have a PS1? I have it somewhere. Unless my brother stole it. But my son was getting into a lot of the old games, so we've got the N64 and the GameCube and Sega Genesis. We have PS2 also. Not in winter, my pinched nervous system wouldn't like it. Oh no. Yeah. Can you ask for something? You can. You can definitely ask. I may not acquiesce, but you can certainly ask. Yeah, there you go. See, when it's cold, you can just bundle up. That's why I don't like when it's hot. Oh my gosh. The cats are making my nose very itchy today. Can I open the chat in the other platform on Kick? I mean, I see it. I saw you come in with the little huh emoji. But that's all I see on there. You can't write anything? Oh, that's weird. Oh, we might have turned off the text because we were getting all kinds of spam. I didn't know that turned off the ability to type on there too, though. Sorry about that. I don't mess with the settings. I let Castle handle all that. I don't even know where those settings are, to be honest. Let's see. You're just setting chat settings, mod actions. No? Nope. It's not in there. Nope. Yeah, I don't see that in there. Huh. Yeah, I don't know how to get it back. Yeah, I have it open right here. It's right here. Maybe I have to go into deeper settings? Security? Nope, not in there. Channel? Chat. We have the spam detector on there. There's nothing set to turn off being able to type though, as long as it's not a URL or an email address. That's very weird. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Yeah, I don't want to turn off the safeguards. I want to make sure that, you know, we were getting all kinds of spam in there before, and I'd rather not go back to that. What's up, Chiquito? What's up, Chiquito?
Hello, everybody. If the stream is still up.
Yeah, Rhett says hello. Oonagh, would my community tech minutes count as an offshoot of the tavern? Well, I mean, you definitely have a lot of supporters from the tavern in there, so I guess that's fair. Maddie says hello. Yeah, I wonder what... Milo has just accepted that he was placed in this position, just passed out again. He's hilarious. Baby.
He's so silly. He's so silly.
I know. Determined to sleep. How's Hollow Knight? It was definitely frustrating him, that's for sure.
What?
He was asking how Hollow Knight is.
Oh, it's great. I'm trying to get everything in the game, and right now I'm in a thing called debt. So I'm just grinding money consistently, and
You can go into debt on the game?
no, but there are a lot of vendors with a lot of stuff I need, and I
Oh,
can't
so you're
get
just poor.
any of it. Yes, but I'm in debt because I've lost so much money to dying. So
Oh, you lose money when you die. Gotcha. That's
it's
funny.
very unenjoyable.
You're just poor. I mean, that's clearly what was happening there.
I mean, I have 2,000. I might be able to buy everything, but
I have no idea. I haven't played it. I've seen some of it. I haven't played it myself. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hello. Sleepy boy. Say hi. Say hello. Teresa says she's hoping you are having a nice day.
try every day, and I'm succeeding in it.
Because he tries every day and he's succeeding. You're also hoping to get Baldur's Gate 3 soon. I haven't finished that. I'm in Act 3 and I haven't finished because I got it. Thank you. He's a Bengal. We thought we were rescuing him, but I think the guy ended up being an official breeder. But yeah, he's a Bengal. He's a baby. Yeah, he's getting big fast. Bigger than Boo. And he's not even a year old yet. I think he was born in February or March. He's a big boy. Huh. He's very well behaved, actually.
Don't lie to people.
No, he is. There's been so many warnings about Bengals. They're like, oh, they're super hyper, and they don't like other animals, and they'll bully other animals. Like, he let me cut his nails with no problems. None whatsoever. He just laid there and took it. Oh no, your party fell apart. Oh no. Yeah, I got to the fight where I'm fighting. I always forget her name because it's something weird, but she's like the main antagonist. Begins with an O. Ori something. But yeah, I was fighting her giant demon thing and it keeps taking me out. Oh, you've only just gotten to the city? Okay. Yeah, of course, Maddie. I really enjoyed the game. Like, it's fun. I like that a lot of things can change. You're hoping to romance the white-haired guy? You mean Asterion? That's funny. I only romanced him because his lines are hilarious. I think he's really funny. He's a little too femme for my type. But he's hilarious. You killed him? Oh no! Sad. Oh, they have a part bobcat cat? That's so cool. I love bobcats. For dinner, drinks, no, it keeps killing me very quickly. So I don't have any idea how I'm gonna fight it.
The last thing I remember of watching Baldur's Gate 3 was Mom getting stuck in a cave with a big mind flayer, and she was stuck in there for like 2 hours.
Yeah, that was fun. And then Captain Hoodie and her husband and one of the other tavern patrons kind of tricked me into a very inappropriate scene where two bugbears were going at it in a barn or something, and I was like, why did you do this to me? Why'd you do this? Oh, he'll out me. He loves to remind me of this time when I was playing God of War, where I was trying to get one of the ravens, and I called the axe a hammer on accident, and now he just never lets it go. It's been 8 years or something. Whenever it came out is when I played it, and he just won't let it go. Oh, a bugbear and a troll. Yeah. Yeah, it was disturbing. I didn't need to see that. And then it gives you the option to join in. I'm like, no, stop it. Stop it. Bear says hello. Yeah, my poor eyes. He said hello. Yeah, that was, I don't need that, but the gameplay is fun because I like that your choices have consequences, right? But I had one game that was with friends, and then I had another one that I played on my own because I realized you couldn't progress the storylines for the other characters if you didn't play with them. So I was like, oh, well, I want all that. I want all that story. What's it mean when I redeem a sea shanty? It means that we will sing a sea shanty of your choice. Which technically you could do that for me as well. He thought he was just killing a random rat. Oh no. Oh no. That's funny. Oh no. I haven't seen that happen. That's hilarious. See, that's what I love about that game. There's so much stuff you could do. Well, what shanty do you want to sing? Hoist the Colors? Okay. I'm gonna bring up the lyrics, because I only remember the chorus. Oonagh, I'm sold. Yeah. So Bard's Tale, I had it on PS3, and on the back it read, A Quest for Coin and Cleavage. Oh no. I lost the game and I can't find it. Oh no. That's funny. Hides my price tag. I think it's on sale right now on Steam. Could be wrong. Deep voice too, yeah. Bard's Tale is on Steam, well that's cool. Alright, Hoist the Colors. Da, 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 da. Alrighty. Not on sale for you? Well, just put it on your wish list, and when it goes on sale, it'll let you know. An Anne Bonny? I haven't done Anne Bonny in a while. We can go with a piratey theme today. All right. You want to sing with me, Everett?
Huh?
You want to sing with me? He won't do it. He'll sing when he doesn't think anyone's hearing him, even me, but he won't.
I will either sing absent-mindedly, hear September in the background of sun building, and sing that, and that's it.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's okay. That's funny, yeah. Okay. Here we go. Hoist the colors, my friends. Sing along. The king and his men stole the queen from her bed and bound her in her bones. The seas be ours, and by the powers where we will, we'll roam. Yo-ho, all hands, hoist the colors high. Heave-ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. Yo-ho, all together, hoist the colors high. Heave-ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. Some men have died, and some are alive, and others sail on the sea. With the keys to the cage and the devil to pay, we lay to Fiddler's Green. Yo-ho, all together, hoist the colors high. Heave-ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. The bell has been raised from its watery grave. Do you hear its sepulchral toll? Toward home. Yo-ho, all together, hoist the colors high. Heave-ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die. Oh no, it glitched. Always, huh? Is it okay? I did not go through it yet. I did not. You are welcome. I haven't done that one in a long time. It's back now? Okay, good. It was just waiting till I sang it didn't like it, right? It was like, heck no. Alright, and Bonnie. It froze, oh no. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, that something like that, you're gonna be editing a lot, I'm sure. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for the biddies. Alright. Villainous, infamous, and Bonnie. Villainous, infamous, and Bonnie. Villainous, infamous, and Bonnie. Villainous, infamous, and Bonnie. Oh, I'll tell you a tale of a pirate queen, a she-wolf who reigned the Caribbean Sea, with a pistol ready and a cutlass keen, the villainous, infamous, Anne Bonny. Born in Ireland scandalously, bastard daughter to a prosperous lawyer, shunned suitor and society for the love of a pirate boy. So Calico Jack and our Anne Bonny, passionate lovers, villainous plunderers, sailed off for a life of piracy on a ship, the Revenge, ahoy! Oh, I'll tell you a tale of a pirate queen, a she-wolf who reigned the Caribbean Sea, with a pistol ready and a cutlass keen, the villainous, infamous Anne Bonny. But this was the 18th century, where men make knives and women make wives, so Anne disguised herself to be a deadly pirate boy. Oh, she plundered and murdered and raided the sea, with cannons roaring, pistols warring, she ravaged galleons mercilessly. Oh, Anne Bonny. Then a fellow pirate caught a glance, her naked chest, a woman's breast, so she drew her cutlass and took a stand to be Anne the pirate queen. Oh, I'll tell you a tale of a pirate queen, a she-wolf who reigned the Caribbean Sea, with a pistol ready and a cutlass keen, the villainous, infamous Anne Bonny. And that's when Anne met Mary Read, a pirate, siren, female tyrant. Together they terrorized the sea, a buccaneering team. Oh, they plundered and murdered and raided the sea, with cannons roaring, pistols warring. They ravaged galleons mercilessly. And Mary Read. On October 1720, gold they struck, so the boys got drunk. An easy opportunity for a ship of British Marines. Anne and Mary fought alone, with cutlass flying, pistols firing. They fought hard for their ocean throne, but lost their victory. And so the crew were captured, thrown in prison, death by hanging. But Anne Bonny was pardoned, for her belly held a child. So she paid her Jack a visit, and this she said, with no tears shed: "If you had fought like a man, you wouldn't be about to die like a dog." And she turned on her heel, walked out of the door, and vanished into legend. Oh, I'll tell you a tale of a pirate queen, a she-wolf who reigned the Caribbean Sea, with a pistol ready and a cutlass keen, the villainous, infamous Anne Bonny. There you go. That one's a little bit long, but it's a good story. It's fun. I like that one. Whew, all right. We made it pretty late today. Huzzah. How is everybody hanging in there? Thank you very much for the biddies. Got your Black Dragon mead. Oh, I'm so hot. And yes, it is a lot of work, Maddie. You haven't heard that one before? The singer that I have by, I'm not sure if she wrote it or not. I think she might have. Her name is Carline. Karline. She does a lot of really good songs, actually. Sort of reminds me of Grania Mule. Mule? I forget. But yeah. Because Maddie has a super long epic going on. Grace O'Malley. But yeah, they're good. I know, Monday. We don't really have, like, days off per se, so it doesn't really... The day of the week doesn't matter all that much except to know when we need to keep up with our life schedule. Queen of the Pirates by Miracle of Sound. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know, Maddie, it's hard. Every time I've tried doing a short story, it doesn't work out. I end up building this whole epic. But tomorrow is Tuesday for you, yes. You work all week? Oh no! Thomas O'Malley. From, Aristocrats. Oh, there you go. Got your suit ready. It's good. I like that movie. It's fun. Thomas O'Malley. O'Malley the alley cat. Oh, you gotta go in early. Yep, Aristocats. Hello, Rollo Bloodmane. Welcome in. We just sang a couple of shanties. We're kind of wrapping things up because we've been on a long while. But, alright. Are there any other ones you want to do before we wrap up the evening, my friends? Yeah, you gotta be careful on the roads for sure. Hello, Molly's Custom Creations. Welcome. Long while, yeah. No, I say what I need to get off by midnight, so you're gaming till 2 a.m. Though to be fair, last night I went to bed very late. 11:11 at 11 a.m., yeah. Abraham DeLacy, Giuseppe Casey, yep. Thomas O'Malley. He's got a very long name. Savage Daughter. You always want Savage Daughter. You guys are funny. But if that's what you want... That one's definitely harder to get through if my voice is failing for whatever. Sometimes I get a little reedy. Yay, Savage Daughter, yeah. Are you sure? I was gaming? Or was it my son? Into the West, my mother told me. I don't have that one learned yet. So we can do Savage Daughter, Into the West, and then Tyson wants My Mother Told Me. Which I can do, that one's very short. Oh, that's weird. When? Last night I was gaming till like 4 a.m. But that's not a regular occurrence. Did the other Teresa pass out? No, you're fine. I don't have it memorized yet, is all. But what do you prefer, Bethany? Do you want Savage Daughter or you want Into the West? Okay, so it was last night. Alright. Oh, there she is. She's alive. That's an oopsies. Which one? So Savage Daughter? Okay, we can do that. It's almost 1 a.m. Woo! Yeah, it's getting there. It's only 10 right now. But okay, we'll do Savage Daughter. And then, My Mother Told Me. Yeah, I usually have you up, Maddie, even if I'm not paying attention. Okay, alright, Savage Daughter. Boom. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter, I will not cut my hair, I will not lower my voice. My mother's child is a savage. She looks for her romance in the colors of stones, in the faces of cats, in the fall of feathers, and the dancing of fire, in the curve of old bones. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. My mother's child dances in darkness. She sings heathen songs by the light of the moon, and watches the stars and renames the planets, and dreams she can reach them with a song and a broom. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. We are all brought forth out of darkness into this world through blood and through pain, and deep in our bones the old songs are waking, so sing them with voices of thunder and rain. We are our mother's savage daughters, the ones who run barefoot, cursing sharp stones. We are our mother's savage daughters. We will not cut our hair. We will not lower our voice. Okay. Oh, you're going to the Philippines? That'll be cool. Probably, Maddie, probably. All right. My mother told me someday I will buy a galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up high in the prow, noble bark I steer, steady course to the haven, hew many foemen, hew many foemen. My mother told me someday I will buy a galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up high in the prow, noble bark I steer, steady course to the haven, hew many foemen, hew many foemen. Going to be so hot. Yeah, not a fan of the heat as I sit here. Too warm. Yeah, you're good, Bethany. It's just harder to sing if I'm not, if my voice is not prepped for it, I guess. Especially if I've been reading a lot, which didn't today because we started talking a lot. But yeah, when my voice is worn out, it's harder to get through that one. Because it goes so high. And for me to go that high, I have to switch the way in which I'm singing it. And it just doesn't go right to put them together, if that makes sense. You're gonna go swim with the whale sharks? That'll be cool. You love living 4 feet from the sun? Ugh. Nope. No, thank you. It's not for me. But, you know, that's more because that's what my body tells me. It says, no way, Jose. And if I'm hot, it's just so difficult to sleep for me. And I like to be, like, cuddled up in my blankets to sleep, so... I can't do that if it's hot. I can't do that even if it's, like, 60 degrees. Maybe 60 degrees. Okay. Possibly. It's just that, like, that line where it goes into the one who runs barefoot cursing sharp stones, like, she goes very high, and that's where it's, like, harder to hit that if I can't, like, open my throat more. Which is hard to do when I'm sitting, and that's just how it is. I've never done any, like, actual voice lessons or anything, so I could probably be doing it better, and I'm just not, because I've not been trained. Alrighty, my friends, I think it is time to wind down for bed. I'm very glad that you guys all came to hang out with me. I know it was a bit of a long night, so I appreciate you sticking around for all of the fun. And putting up with the waffles, because we barely got through any reading. Compared to how big the chapters are anyway. But we got some done. It'll be over eventually, right? One day. But yeah, thank you again so much. I'll see you again soon. We'll be back on Tuesday for some castle reading. Gives me a $1,000 tip in Monopoly money. Thank you, Maddie. You came for the waffles? Oh, you were in choir? That's cool. Got it. All right. Oh, your son played in the snow? Oh, no. I mean, it's just so much fun. You don't pay attention to those things. It's hard as a kid. You just don't know the consequences of the fun. All right, you guys. Again, thank you so much. Please have a good night. We are looking forward to see you coming to the tavern again. Sleep well. And see you on Tuesday. Good night. Good night. Thank you, you too.
This is your first time in this chat. We read here, actually. We were supposed to start reading like an